Final Four in New Orleans will be dominated by Final Four heavyweights. Combined 49 appearances in the national semifinals as we go into Saturday. Dick Vitale joins us now. One of the national semifinals, couple of teams quite familiar with each other, Kentucky and Louisville. Dick, when you look at this game, they played in the regular season. Cats won it by 7. How do you expect the emotions of the game surrounding it, the buildup, to impact the play?
Well, you talk about emotion, you talk about passion. I think both teams, their coaches are excellent in terms of inspiring and motivating and preparing for a game. They'll realize they're playing for the right to go to play for the national championship, and that's what they'll be looking at. When you look at this matchup, it's going to come down to me very simply. Will Peyton Siva be able to get them into their offense, create opportunities? He did not have a good game in the game they played earlier this year, but he's a different player. He was 2 for 13 in that first matchup, but he's totally a different player, playing with a lot of confidence. He was brilliant in the Big East tournament when they won 4 in a row, and now he's been brilliant in the NCAA tournament. So I think he's the key because he creates offense. Jang's going to have to stay out of foul trouble to try and neutralize the great size inside. I said it to you earlier, Reese, and I'll say it again. I think the best diaper dandy duo that I've seen in over the last 20 years is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist and certainly Anthony Davis as a duo. I know there's Jerry McNamara and Carmelo Anthony and Durant and DJ Augustine and a host of others. You talk about Wall and Cousins, but I will take this duo. They're warriors. They're all about the team. Stats mean nothing. They're all about winning, and these kids know how to win, and I think Kentucky will be tough to beat. I think ultimately they will stand tall as our national champion.
Tell you, another guy is a sophomore that's putting that all together for them is Terrence Jones. He, on an unselfish team, he's led the band. The other national semifinal will be Ohio State taking on Kansas. Played in the regular season, but Jared Sellinger unable to play in that game. How will his presence make this a much different task for the Jayhawks?
Absolutely. You're talking about a difference maker. When you have him inside in a post, you just ask Jimmy Boeheim in Syracuse the difference there. Certainly losing Fat Mello and not having him really hurt them in that game, just like Marshall not playing for North Carolina hurt them. But saying all that, both clubs took advantage, Ohio State and Kansas. I look at the matchup, really, when you come down to it, I think William Buford's going to have to make shots for them to prevail. I think when it's all said and done, Sellinger's going to carry him on their shoulders, get the little edge inside against Robinson, and I look for them to march on and to win.
Those two teams combined have lost in the national championship game 9 times, but they'd like to take another swing at it come Monday night. Dick Vitale looking ahead to the Final Four.